Oi oi! Good morning, welcome back to my channel. Hope everyone slept well. Well, good morning. It's good afternoon for me, but... Hi everyone. Today we're gonna be talking about character, roleplay stuff, etc, etc. But apart from that, I hope you guys are doing good. There has been a lot of movement today in my house, so I was scared of being a little bit late, but thankfully I am not. Good morning, V Potato. Hi. I'm gonna be doodling as I do this. Kind of want to do multiple things at the same time, but it's impossible. It's impossible. That's fine though. That is fine. I've been working on doing some stuff today. I have been changing some emails and everything. So, yeah. Hello, Nimby. Good morning. Hope you're doing good today, Nimby. So yeah, I'm gonna be hyperfixation slash special interest focused today. That's today's theme. I also want to chat with you guys. I don't want to be like completely focused on that. I know probably not everyone is up yet as well. I don't know how early it is depending on where the people are, but I know it's early. My throat feels a little bit dry, even though I've been drinking the whole day, so that's kind of weird. But yeah, I did some work, so that's cool. Busy before Christmas, yes, and also busy because my teacher is cleaning up their room because they need to have like a sanitized environment because they're gonna start their treatment on the 26th, so right after Christmas. So they're basically cleaning up everything, dusting off everything, cleaning the floor, cleaning the windows, yeah. Rearranging everything, essentially, that's what's happening. And I walk in the corridor and there's like a crap ton of stuff. And I'm trying not to fall and like basically trip on stuff. That's kind of crazy. But that's okay. Better to do it now than after. In like a week, so... Yeah. I would have preferred if they decided to do that tomorrow. I could have helped a little bit more than today. Today I was like kind of work focused and everything. I also need to set up like some other stuff that are more like official papers and everything, so there's also that. But apart from that, so far so good. I slept okay. I feel like I didn't sleep enough. Like, I woke up tired. So either that or I had asthma during the night, which I am not surprised. I am not surprised if my lungs are inflamed right now. I've been under a lot of stress. But that happens to everyone. Am I right? So, about what I'm going to talk about today. I'm trying to figure out... We're probably going to talk about the primary characters I use. I do not know how to write straight, apparently. And the lore that goes into it, and the lore that is linked to it. So I will need to talk about the 7 deadly sins, which are my characters. I will need to talk about Claire, Blossom, Aramis, and Chelsea, and a little bit of Cecilia as well. Cecilia. Stress is understandable. Yeah, it happens to everyone. It's just not fun. It's just not fun to be stressed, but I deal with it pretty well these days. It's just at night. I can't really control my subconscious. So I guess I'm gonna go back to meditating at some point, because meditating is actually pretty good, if you ask me. Meditating works. Either that or I could do yoga, but doing yoga on stream is kind of hard. So I'm thinking about it. I'm thinking about a lot of stuff recently, so lots of things to do, lots of things to think about. I hope nobody in my home, aka my teacher, I hope they don't touch anything that is electrical related, because if my computer explodes during stream, I will freak out. That's the only thing that I'm stressed about right now, though. Because with all of the things that they've been doing in their room, I'm kind of scared that they might touch something that should not be touched. Hi, Red. Good morning. Thank you for sharing sandwiches. How are you doing? But yeah, how are you? How are you, Red? How are you, V Potato? How are you guys? Did you sleep well? Did you eat breakfast already or not? Do you have any plans for the weekend? Are you ready for Christmas? Are you ready to see your family or not? Morning. Morning. Did you sleep well? So, 7 listens. Claire, Chelsea, Blossom, Aramis. Crimbus shopping is done. Let's go. That's what we love. That's what we love. Let me think. I will have to talk about Celeste and Raziel. Brazil. Slept pretty good. I'm glad to hear that. Sleep is great. I will need to talk about Celeste, Raziel. We need to talk about Gwenael. I will also need to talk about Noah in relation to the 7 deadly sins that are going to be Celeste and Raziel. I also will need to talk about Lux and Elle. Wow. Good morning, Paul. Yeah, I have a character named Noah. I have a character named Noah. Completely different from our Noah from Nexus. First of all, Noah's blonde with hazel eyes, so that's a huge difference. And Noah's a demon. Noah's a wrath demon. So there's that. So Lux, Elle, Claire Blossom, Aramis, Chelsea, and Cecilia, Celeste and Raziel, Gwenael, Noah, and I think that would be already enough for just today. I think that would be enough for just today, but there's more than that. There's more than them. There's way more than them. There's also here I could add Autumn, aka Hubst, and I can add Verena. So AI. And I can also add Oi Bendy! Welcome! I hope Paul, I hope El Bendy that you guys are doing good. I hope you slept well. Never seen you and Noah from Nexus in the same stream. Care to explain? I have visited Noah streams multiple times on Analive. You just never saw me do it, but I have been on some of his streams. And if I talk about Verena, I will also need to talk about Solomon. And I will also need to talk about Terra. So that's already enough. Except okay, but sadly at work. Oh, Nor. No, what's no proof? True, there is no proof, but I was there. I swear I was there. Trust me, trust my words, yeah. I am not Noah, guys. I am not Noah. If that's your allegations, I am not Noah. So, I guess we can start with, we're gonna start with the 7 deadly sins. Sure. I believe. Thank you, Albendi, for believing. Thank you. At least one person here believes in me when I say I am not Noah. Okay. I would also need to talk about Takami Aru and Hoshi later. Let's start with that. So the 7 little sins, we have Lucifer, which is the eldest brother and the one that takes care of everything that is administrative. Then we have, if I remember properly, because I have not touched these in a while, we have Mammon in order. Then we have Leviathan, Asmodeus, Satan, Beelzebub, and we have Belphegor as the youngest brother. We need doodles of everyone. Don't worry, I am going to give you doodles. So to give you a little bit of context, most of these demons right here were part of heaven before they fell. Lucifer basically railed up the angels against God. They started a war. They failed to win the war. Ended up in hell. And basically Lucifer is the one that built up everything with the help of his brothers. Satan, however, was not an angel prior to that. He was born from the wrath of his other brothers. But it's kind of weird because, like, when it comes to his age, he would be technically the youngest, but he doesn't act like the youngest, nor is he physically the youngest. Belphegor is. Alright. So, I'm gonna start with Lucifer. Lucifer is my dude. One of my favorites. I have as favorites the eldest brother and the youngest brother. For 2 different reasons. I'm gonna make a new layer before I start that. Lucifer is a charismatic demon. He is the head of hell. He is well respected by all of his brothers, and sometimes they're a bit bitter because he tends to be like a little bit authoritarian, if you know what I mean by authoritarian. He will not hesitate to punish the ones that do not follow his orders. He tends to think of hell's greater good when he does take decisions and everything. He's rather honest when it comes to like his whole situation, but if there's something that interests him, he will use manipulation to basically reach his goal. I love evil men. I love evil men. I can't even deny it because it's kind of true. I do like evil men, but like he has a reason to be a villain, essentially. Lucifer is always like proper. He is very polite, even when the people try to disrespect him. He will always like talk with a, I can't imagine him with a British accent, and he has a rather polished way of talking. Be right back committing hate crimes. No! Be right back. No! No! Don't do that, guys. You will end up in prison. You can't escape it. You can't escape it. Don't do that. My doodles are not gonna be perfect. I don't think I'm gonna, like, really take some time to actually, build up everything. But, yeah, Lucifer is, like, kind of like old money style as well. He really likes wearing suits, ties. He tends to be well-mannered, gentle. He's a gentleman. Like, genuinely, he does take care of women. He is very respectful with women. And one thing that is important about Lucifer is that he used to be married to Lilith. He used to be married to Lilith, but it didn't work out, and Lilith ended up having her own type of little cult, I would say, in hell. Lilith is an extremely insecure woman, and that's why it didn't work. Gentlemanly evil. That's exactly it. That's exactly it. As you can imagine, Lucifer's real name was Samael when he used to be in heaven, and he was the favorite of God. Sometimes his brothers do like to remind him of that, and he doesn't really like it because he tends to blame God for their situation. Because in my lore, God is not that good of a being. Anybody can enter heaven, no matter the crimes they committed, as long as they quote-unquote repent. And a divorcee. Yeah. Yeah. I am not satisfied with that year. I am not satisfied with that year. He tends to appear human as well. What else can I say about Lucifer? He tends to hate losing, and he's kind of obsessed with one of my characters because he's not used to being outsmarted, and he got outsmarted once by one of my characters, which is Claire, that I will talk about later. I mentioned in one of my previous streams, which led him to be kind of obsessed with Claire and wanting to spend more time with her by dragging her to hell from time to time. For what? You're gonna ask me? For chess games. He likes to play chess with Claire. That's what he does. He's very gentlemanly, so he's not gonna do anything crazy to her. He thought he could win her over, but Claire kind of prefers being with her toxic boyfriend. Lucifer is way less toxic than Claire's boyfriend. He's also the one that is like the voice of reason when it comes to his other brothers, except for Satan. Satan is like the only one that is like somewhat mentally stable with Lucifer. because Satan's married, but we'll talk about that later. We have a divorcee and we have someone that is married. Of course, it does sparks a little bit of jealousy for others, but they're also great uncles. Specifically Lucifer, because he's the one that is raising, well, educating, more like teaching stuff to Satan's daughter, Raziel. So for my little Lucy, Lucy has two forms. Like most of my demons, they have a somewhat human form. I'm saying somewhat because it really depends on their mood. Sometimes they will show horns, sometimes they will not. They all have horns. They don't all have wings. Lucifer does have like dark red wings with like golden feathers at the end. Black hair, red eyes, kind of like snake-eyed pupils. I mean, he's a demon, so I kind of took like... Wow, I'm hating on that drawing. I should have warmed up before the stream. Kind of like stereotypical of demons when it comes to like snake eyes and everything. Like slanted pupils and such and such. I haven't drawn men in a hot minute, So I'm gonna be struggling for a bit. It's gonna be a nice training, because I haven't drawn men in a while. Should have probably prepared references for this as well. Lucifer always smiles. He always has some sort of a smirk on his face, or like we raw dogging it. Yes, literally. Also, hi, babe. We will survive you not having drawn guys in a while. Yeah, but still. It's not gonna be completely perfect when it comes to my own mental representation of the dudes. You know. I will have to move that a little bit to kind of see what I'm doing. It's gonna be very sketchy too, but I know you guys will forgive me about that. I mean, I'm not gonna color it. You guys have, like, black and white sketches. Oh god, that's big. That's what she said! Haha! I'm so sorry. Do the demons do be a little sketchy? Of course! I mean, Lucifer's not the worst one. Out of all of them. Like, genuinely, we have way worse. We have Asmodeus and we have Leviathan that are legitimate menaces and must be avoided at all costs if you actually encounter them. Don't talk to them, ignore them, walk away, pretend they're not here. Just don't interact, because the moment you will have a little bit of interest coming from any of the two, you're gone. You're done for. You're never coming back on Earth. You're getting kidnapped. And maybe put in a jar later on, depending on who it is. If it's Leviathan, that is highly possible. You will probably end up in a cage or an aquarium, or as food for his fishes. Yeah, it's Leviathan. Lucifer kind of likes to pretend he is a proper dude that will not kidnap you. He tries not to as well. He tries to act normally, even though he's clearly a little bit Menhera. he's clearly kind of a little bit Menhera. He likes to have, like, internal monologues, and sometimes he does, like, speak alone. He likes to yap alone. Having his whole, like, monologues about stuff, but he's mostly, like, busy checking out what's the word I always use? I always forget it. Transcripts. Human transcripts of people that basically just arrived in hell. He checks that out. He sees if everything is under regulation. He checks in which circle of hell they end up. After that, it's not under his legislation. It's not under his, like, responsibility whether you end up in which circle of hell, except if you end up in the circle of pride, then you will be under his command, but apart from that, you will end up under one of his brother's orders. Which makes it completely different. If you end up in the circle of pride, you're lucky. You're very lucky. Another thing about Lucifer is because he was the favorite, and because he is the eldest, he's also the one that is the strongest. And every single one of my deadly sins has a way to quote-unquote hypnotize people, force them to do stuff. Lucifer doesn't even have to quote-unquote hypnotize you, he just has to talk. He just has to give you an order. His voice distorts and forces you to do whatever he's asking of you. Kneel? You will kneel. You have no choice. You cannot fight it mentally. He also can turn people into puppets, so that's kind of fun. Is this anatomically okay? Doesn't look like it to me. Oh god. Go away. No, I'm built different. Not at win. I don't think I have any one of my... Actually, I have one of my characters that can basically refuse his orders, but it's because she's deaf incarnate. She is deaf herself. She is the Grim Reaper. So she's like, brother, I'm literally... I can literally kill you. You're immortal? Nah. No, you're not. For me, you're not. I'm gonna take a small reference. Gonna need a small reference. Just because I'm so freaking rusty when it comes to guys. Perfect. Perfect! Am I a flower? I used to be. I was born from a flower, but I am a forest spirit. Also, hello, Murph. Kind of trying to figure out how I can fix this a little bit, because I think it's the face that is like bothering me right now. It is the face. He is more masculine than that. And I should move the ear closer. And it should reach somewhere here. There we go. I'm doing this extremely quickly. So appearance-wise, always tries to keep his hair looking a-okay. Always has a smirk and a poking fang. He's not the most terrifying of all, though, thankfully. People kind of tremble before him when they know him, but when they don't, they're like, oh, he's a chill guy. That's what I like about him. That's what I like about Lucy. Like, he's a chill guy unless you know him. You know he's not a chill guy. I'm gonna fix his hair a little bit. I'm not gonna be super satisfied today with my drawings. Probably not. I don't think so. And for the horns, he does have 2 horns. Gonna use my sketching brush. They go under his hair. And he wears like jewelry on it, but I'm not gonna spend too much time. with that one. They also wear jewelry that has their sigil on it. At most times. It really depends on which demon though, which deadly sin, because it can really differ depending on which one it is. It can be either an earring, it can be a choker. For Asmodeus, it is a choker, for example. Is that because you're similar to Mika? Makeup, that rings a bell. Oh! Yeah, okay. Idol. Yes. Idol, yes. But thank you for the compliment. What avatar? That's not an avatar, that's how I look. It's clearly how I look. I don't know what you're talking about. But, yeah. I should say Meika's similar to me. I debuted before her. Teehee. So we said always with ties and button-ups. His jewelry with his, like, sigil is a brooch that he wears on his, like, chest pocket. I'm gonna make this really quick. I'm not gonna spend, like, 2 hours on one drawing. There we go. Chest pocket around here. A little handkerchief, and his brooch is, like, here, essentially. And there's another person that wears a brooch like that. So that's it for Lucy. Doesn't always show his wings. Most of the time when he is in his demon form, he will have, like, black scleras, piercing eyes, piercing red eyes, and his skin is kind of grayish. Then we have Mammon. His entire personality is his credit card. Thank you, Marv. I'm gonna just light up something because I can't see anything. It's starting. The sun is starting to set, essentially. God damn it! Give me a second. There we go. Mammon's entire personality is his credit card, like I said. He has vitiligo. He has longer hair than Lucifer, green eyes. He is always basically not wearing a top. He wears some sort of toga. And Lucifer is eternally scolding him for spending money. He owns a casino. He's greed. Duh. And he's also addicted to gambling, which used to be me. Oh, he rich in finance. I guess you could say so, yes. But yeah, bro never wears a shirt. He always, like, wears, like, some sort of transparent fabric over his, like, chest. He thinks it makes him look distinguished, like a like more like Arabic type of style prince look. He has a personal casino in his own quarters, which is funny because Lucifer, like, doesn't have anything crazy like that. He just has his own office to do his papers, and then, like, all of them kind of, like, spend money on crazy stuff just to have fun and live lavishly because they have, like, this huge castle. Mammon also likes to wear a crown. he also likes to wear a crown. Like those like British inspired ones that are like, there's like fabric in the middle, red fluffy fabric, and there's like a big gem here. And people tend to kind of like tease him about it, like, is it plastic or something like that? And he's like, duh, no, it's not. Of course it's a real thing. Nobody believes him. Nobody tends to believe in what Mammon says because Mammon is just way too theatrical of a guy. Also, one of his specific characteristic is that he has a gold tooth, and the other thing is that like a few other of his brothers, he has very sharp teeth, so Rose Green's like that. Rose Green is like that. That's how he smiles. It's kind of terrifying. It's kind of terrifying because the only others that have this type of like dentition are Leviathan, that is absolutely insane, Beelzebub that eats people, and Satan that is literal wrath. Thank you, Christina. Hi, welcome. Thank you for joining. But, yeah. Other thing about Mammon is that he refers to his credit card as his wife. It's his wife. It has a name. It's an entity. It's a living entity for him. And, he's a gold digger. That's also one of his traits. He's a huge gold digger. His type would be Lux, that I'm gonna talk about a little bit later. Lux is... She used to be a Black Widow when she was alive. And she kind of climbed the ranks of hell as years passed by. I don't know where I'm gonna place this freaking eye. There we go. Also, darker eye. There we go. Happy first day of winter. Oh, you're right. Happy winter equinox. Was it equinox? Solstice? Equinox? Solstice? Equinox? Give me a second. Solstice. That's my bad. Solstice. Happy winter solstice. Time flies by. It's gonna be the end of the year soon. Very, very soon. I am not ready. Once again, if I don't build up my stuff, I can't draw. I can't draw today. Why did I decide to do art? Wears lots of jewelries again. An obsession with like blingy stuff. Drawing is great. Drawing is great. There we go. He's kind of a drama queen and a gold digger, so that's what's great about Mammon. They kind of like, when they fell from heaven, they kind of like started slowly acting like being attracted to things that they were not prior to that, because they were like kind of close to God and everything, so they would not sin. They would not fall for like very human things to fall in, I will say. Also, specific about Mammon, he still has his wings, but they are very different. They're kind of fleshy. It's like feathers fell down from his flesh. Like he did some like I forgot the word. In French picage, when like parrots start ripping out their own feathers, that's what he kind of did. I think it was the stress of falling that basically rendered him to do that. What's the word in picage? Pricking? No. Maybe it's freaking. What gonna make? They don't sing, then what made them go against God? So, what happened exactly is that since God was not exactly fair when it came to his own like image of justice, you know, as long as you repent, you can get into heaven. Lucifer was not okay with that because he felt like some sinners did not deserve to be forgiven. Some of them are really, like, some people that are in heaven now were really, really, really bad people. So Lucifer got this idea of basically overthrowing the government. God. Didn't work. So he got banished with the people that follow him. So his brothers and a few other demons, one being Abaddon, but Abaddon is still kind of faithful to God in the way that he has a very specific role in hell. There is a possibility for sinners to reincarnate or ascend to heaven if they do good deeds while they're down there. They have like some limited time punishment. It's more like prison, but sometimes it's like centuries. And also Mammon wears a big golden necklace that goes all the way down to the base of his neck. There we go. So yeah, Lucifer was like, this is unfair, I want to fix it. Didn't work. What will happen is that Lucifer will again try to overthrow the government in heaven because they still have. But did that not mean Lucifer already was doing the sin of pride? Yes, he's the one that had the first, like, really sinful type of thought. He was the first one that really developed his sin by being so prideful. The other ones the other ones, back then when Asmodeus was still Asmodel, for example, were not like that. They fell down, but they did not have sinned. Like, their only sin back then was they went against God. They kind of developed their own sins, like, themselves afterwards. They were not, like, basically designated to any type of ring of hell in the beginning. Hello, Jamie. It's okay. I'm only on Mammon now. It's only the second one. Next one is Leviathan. Leviathan. You guys probably have heard of Leviathans before. They are these big sea serpents. Leviathan has a sea serpent form, and his part of his quarters are underwater, or so they look like. They are underwater. So if you know, like, this whole aquarium tunnels where you have everything that surrounds you that is water and fishes, that's exactly what's happening. When you walk into his quarters, when you go into his, like, bedroom, the windows are underwater. You're gonna see sea creatures, the bottom of the ocean, such and such. Quote unquote, the bottom of the ocean. There's still light there. There's still light there. He has a special room. Leviathan has a special room because he is a hoarder. He is envy. He's kind of a kleptomaniac as well. Hello, coming to say hello while I'm stuck at work. Good luck, Zoo, with work. Thank you so much. Sending you strength for your work. I believe in you. So Leviathan is the only one that has, like, some sort of fin-like ears as well. When he is in his fully demon state, how can I say this? He's blue. Leviathan is envy. Yes. And he tends to get jealous of his other brothers. No, Belphegor is sloth. Belphegor is sloth. Abidi Abida. What? So basically, a kleptomaniac that tends to get jealous of his, like, bro, this is too big. That tends to get jealous of his brothers, tends to refuse Lucifer's authority as well because he deems he is maybe better to rule as a whole. But he is extremely moody. And he tends to, like, surprise attack their adoptive sister / assistant Elle that I will talk about after I do all of these little crazy nutcases right here. Okay, dabidi dabada. Can you do bibbidi bobbidi boutique makeup on me and to Cinderella do my hair and makeup? I don't know if I can do that, sadly. I don't know if I can do that. If I could, I would, but I don't think I can. I don't think I can. Leviathan also likes to dress well, but he's more like into high fashion than anything else. Like I said, he's a hoarder, so he has a special room in his quarters that is dedicated to everything that he hoards. It's like entering Alibaba's cavern. Please. I don't think I can do that. I don't think there is any way for me to do that. You would have to come to my forest. And my teacher chases anybody that enters a forest without authorization. Yeah. What else can I say about Leviathan? Mullet. Mullet. He's kind of a yandere as well. When he's interested in someone, he has, like, what we call limerence. He will obsess over a person. He's kind of like Asmodeus in that sense. But Asmodeus, it's for different reasons. Yeah. He has previously, when he got refused by someone that he was interested in, that where, for example, already in a relationship, he has killed that person's partner. He will not hesitate to make sure that the person that is, like, the person or the thing that is, like, standing in his way of getting what he wants disappears. He will make sure it disappears. Nobody shall stand in his way. This is not allowed. He is princely. Nothing can be refused to him. That's how he sees it. Of course, every sin has some sort of influence over the world of the living, so they can influence people directly. But yeah, kinda based. What do you mean, kinda based? He has a collection of, like, species that are, like, slowly disappearing from the surface of Earth. So he has a mermaid in an aquarium. No, that's not greed. He's envy. He's a kleptomaniac. He steals. Reed has his own casino. And he is a huge spender. That was Mammon right before that. Let me see. I'm gonna do one little thing. I'm gonna raise this a little. Yo, he got a zoo. Yeah, he got a zoo. Literally, Leviathan has a zoo. He literally has a zoo. He has a unicorn. But he won't lend you his unicorn. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. And I know if he ever met some of my characters, he would try to get him into the zoo. I know he would try it. I just know. That's how he is built. If he met Dakami, for example, I'm probably not going to talk about her today. But if he met Dakami, he would probably try to put her in a cage somewhere. Because she's an extremely special specimen. She is very strange. She is extremely strange. Let's see. So I can put this rather properly. I'm gonna pull up a whittle... a whittle reference. Because, you know, sometimes having men as a reference does help to draw. Same for Leviathan, that I said about Mammon is that he has, like, the shark teeth. He also has the shark teeth. Doesn't eat people unless he is pushed to. If someone annoys him, he will probably, like, do a lot of damage. He's also, like I said, very moody, so if Leviathan is encountered, he should not be triggered. he should not be triggered. If anything, he should be ignored, just like Asmodeus. I'm gonna place it here. My bad, thought we might have moved on from envy because one thing you said about feeling like everything is his. No, he wants everything for himself. He wants everything for himself. Whereas for Mammon, he just wants more of what he has. Always more, it's never enough. That's Mammon's issue. For Leviathan, it's like not realizing that some stuff that he wants is not his and should not be his in the first place. AKA people! People! People is a good example. I should be moving this a little bit, and I should be moving this a tiny bit as well. And there we go. There we go. He wants it no matter who it belongs to. I see exactly that. It is exactly that. Leviathan kind of shares some traits with sirens, so his way of hypnotizing people is through his voice. So I do have like some notes about what they do, what they're able to do. I probably have written it down somewhere on my Google Docs. I would need to look it up because they all have different abilities. Just gonna try to draw the second eye because apparently I can't draw for shit today. Doesn't want to. My hand doesn't want to do it. Bim, 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 bim. There we go. I hate it. I'll fix it later. This should be moved as well. This should be flattened. But yeah, give me 1 sec. I'm gonna try to look for my Google Docs because the amount of information I'm supposed to have on these guys. Dun, 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 dun. Let's see. Let me open up Google Docs. Docs, because I don't delete anything. Or if they are free, I suppose, when it comes to humans. Yeah, freedom does not exist for Leviathan. Once he decides that you're his, you're his. You're an object. That's it. That's what that's what he does. That is what he does. Yeah. Yeah. Head cannons. Wow. No, this was for something. No. Must be this one. No. Looking for everything is kind of funny. No. What about this? No. Will I find it? Okay, those are not for now. There is clear information on this one. Kind of base. Do you king? It is Lord Lucifer, King Mammon, Lord Leviathan, King Asmodeus, King Satan, Lord Beelzebub, King Belphegor, if I remember properly. Where are my freaking notes? Where are my freaking notes? I have written so much. No. There are a lot of things that are roleplay related in those. It should be somewhere. There also are fanfics and fictions in my Google Docs. I find it funny. Oh, that's the general lore. I am kind of flabbergasted that I cannot find for the life of me everything that I have written down about the sins, because I had a whole list of what they are able to do and such and such. Maybe I'll find it again. What about all? Some things are not supposed to be there. Yeah. We're gonna ignore that. Why do you want to unleash your inner hater on gluttony? What has gluttony done to you, bro? Okay, next up is Asmodeus. Asmodeus. What can I say about this dude? Asmo. Sin of lust. I think that should already ring a bell for a few of you. He is a flirt. He doesn't take no for an answer. He likes to wear makeup. He has a very feminine appearance. Thanks. This is Asmodeus. Right now. I'm drawing Asmodeus. Asmodeus has a horn right in the middle of his forehead. Parts his hair around it. Sometimes even puts like tucks his hair behind his ear, and has, like I said, a rather feminine appearance despite pretty much identifying as a dude. He can have both of what you think in between his legs. He can pick and choose, and he can have both at the same time. Like a pair of whatever he wants. I want you guys to know that about Asmodeus. He has full control of his hair length. He can use it as weapon. It can cut through things. Thankfully, he doesn't use it too much, and he tends to appear in front of people in a very theatrical way. He likes to have like rose petals flying around him and everything. Because then it makes me unreasonably angry. I don't even know why, but saying it, hearing it, I'm just like, why? Beelzebub is so nice, though. He's like a huge dude. Like, he's the tallest of them all. He's like super buff. And sometimes when he eats piece of the dinner table. Accidentally. He has the possibility of unhinging his jaw. That's Beelzebub. But he's such a sweetie. It's like having a huge teddy bear in front of you. Unless he's hungry, which is pretty much a lot of the time. If you're a human, you're kind of doomed because he will try to eat you. But I don't know if you went over this, but was there a reason behind all of them being guys? Did you specifically decide that, or it can't just have happened? I decided that they were all dudes. I was like, they're gonna be the worst type of characters that I own. They have to be men. This is literally my thought process on this one. This was literally my thought process on this one. I'm so sorry. Oh my god. I'm gonna turn that on. I found him adorable. Please don't make me like Beelzebub. You will love Beelzebub, and you have no choice in that matter. So yeah, Asmo, like I said, likes to wear makeup, likes to wear nail polish, takes care of his like overall appearance. He... I don't know what to say about this guy. I don't even know what to think about this guy. Yeah, it's Asmodeus. He's not a good dude. He forced, like Lucifer was kind of like obsessed with Claire, one of my other characters, so was Asmodeus. And he forced Claire into a contract. So she had to reside with him for a while. She's fine though. She was treated pretty well because for once in his life, Asmodeus actually liked someone not for their body. Not only for their body, but also for their personality. But he usually is like... He has a harem. That's his personal room. He has a harem. And also his quarters kind of look like a club. He has like pole dancing things. Like tables with freaking poles. Yeah, I don't know what to say about this dude. It's exactly that, Jupi. It's exactly that. Ruin his makeup and he will freaking lose it. He will snap at you. Maybe he will literally end someone's life. Literally. You better not ruin Asmodeus's makeup. That's the worst idea. That is the worst idea. Did you take inspiration from the story of Hades and Persephone with that? The whole contract thing due to Boost wanting to save Chick? Absolutely not. It's something that happened in roleplay. It's something that happened in roleplay because, like, Lucifer was not the issue. Lucifer was not the issue with that. He did not want Claire to be in hell. Like, he legitimately did not want Claire to be in hell. Asmodeus went behind his back and forced Claire into a contract because basically Asmodeus was kind of like, Claire is in a relationship. She was in a relationship back then. Now it's kind of complicated, but I'll talk about that later. And the issue was her boyfriend. And basically Asmodeus said, either you come with me and you sign this contract, or I will kill your boyfriend. And she was like, I'm gonna come with you, fine. Yeah, that's Claire for you. Claire got dragged into so many stuff. Claire got kidnapped by a quote-unquote therapist and kept in a cage for like a few days. Because, I don't know, bro was obsessed with her. Claire lived through a lot of creepy stuff. I mean, I'd enjoy if it wasn't pierced too, since I love Greek mythology. But it's fun when it dips organically into something. I mean, I am inspired by a lot of different things when it comes to this whole, like, character lore and everything, but yeah, this one kind of happened organically. This one definitely happened organically. I don't think Claire was very happy about being dragged into hell, even though, like, Asmodeus did not treat her badly. Accepted her saying no to stuff. Thank God he did. Thank God he did accept. I don't think she would have been the same character if... She's extremely strong-willed, but... I don't think you can, like, hang out with the sins without going eventually insane at some point. I don't think that's possible. There we go. I can fix them. Who can you fix? The sins? No. No, you cannot. I will tell you right now, you cannot. It is Asmodeus. Albendi. Whoop! Wrong brush. This is Asmodeus. Like I was saying, he's a very feminine dude that loves to wear makeup and take care of himself and everything. Would? Hey, he probably would do you too. Don't worry. Don't worry about that. Cool thing is that Asmodeus kind of adapts his appearance to, like, lightly. His appearance is kind of altered by the person that looks at him to, like, readjust his features to look the most attractive possible for the person he's talking to. So he's kind of like OP when it comes to that. He's attractive for pretty much everyone. Ah, Asmo. Betty drawn to lust, interesting. It is not surprising. It is not surprising. It is not surprising, Jamie. that's the whole point of him, but I appreciate the compliment. Thank you, Jamie. He also tends to wear jewelry around here. He wears jewelry around here, and he kind of has like a mole that is like heart-shaped in between his eyes. Right here. And Asmo wears a choker with his sigil that I will not redraw because it's like an absolute mess. It's really hard without any reference. Like it goes in so many ways. Like that's where he wears his sigil. It's on his choker. And basically he kind of has like a jellyfish hair. So his hair is like kind of cut straight. Like that, kind of down to his shoulders. Almost down to his shoulders. And then he has like underneath, he ties his hair up like this. So he also has a ponytail with his horn. I'm starting to warm up, so my drawings are gonna look a little bit better. Thankfully. And the dangerous thing about Asmo is that he is the one that can hypnotize people through his eyes. Can't be denied. If you stare into his eyes, you're done. Long hair for grip? He's the one that's gonna grip you well, Bendy. This man is like... I always like... in centimeters... He's 2 meters and 25 centimeters tall. Yeah, you're gonna get gripped. You're gonna get gripped, LPT. You're the one getting fricked with Asmodeus. The dumb inside of him. No, I can show you my self-insert. My self-insert is deaf. My self-insert is deaf. My quote-unquote persona. I'm gonna fix that real quick before I make Asmo disappear. But yeah, little gems here, little crown that goes under his hair, just like this. Yeah. Smash. Then follow-up is Satan. Satan, my dude. Satan. So, let me see. Satan is the sin of wrath. Satan is the chillest, one of the chillest of the sins. Isn't that crazy to say? Probably. He has anger issues, but most of the time he's kind of calm, and he tries to remain calm. Because he doesn't like being angry. He doesn't like it, but when he is angry... Run. That's my advice. Just run away from the man. Run away from the man, or he's gonna turn you into a piece of charcoal. Yay, our Lord and Savior. I don't like his ear. Slightly sharp, but not too much. So Satan is married. Give me one. Sorry about that. Do I have lore reasons why they don't ever end up killing each other? They cannot kill each other because they're immortal. And also the reason why they do not kill each other is because Lucifer is always there to give a ass whooping to anybody that wants to try and freak up the hierarchy. Let me see. I'm gonna draw my friendo Satan real quick. But Satan is like really chill, and also he's married and he has a daughter, so now he has a daughter. So he's kind of uninterested in getting angry, and he also very much trusts Lucifer that Lucifer is gonna basically educate his daughter properly. She kinda is hidden. Raziel, the existence of his daughter is kinda hidden because it's forbidden, because his wife is an angel. How did he get an angel to marry him? Because he's a chill dude. It's the only reason why. It's because he's an actual chill dude. I'm not even kidding when I'm saying that. Ugh. What if they do a coup against Lucifer? They can't. They can't. They can't. And I will tell you why, because they're all under contract to one singular being. It's real different, like me. Yeah, Celeste is gonna be included. Don't worry. Celeste is his wife. Trying to make this look a bit better. There we go. My friend Satan. Always wearing jewelry. They love jewelry. Boom. Have you heard of the anime where the dad was like a former gangster or something? Kind of reminds me of that premise that they became chill and raised a kid. I mean, Satan always was kind of chill. He's just that when he gets triggered, he's like kind of destructive. Really badly destructive. He's also that one dude that can spit lava and can legitimately eat rocks without having any problem after eating rocks. Except for Beelzebub. Beelzebub is insane enough to eat rocks. But basically his whole like digestive system makes him able to literally turn any type of rock he eats into lava. Bro is a living volcano. Eating rocks, damn. Yeah. Eating concrete is a thing. With Satan, that is. With Satan. Slowly warming up, but my doodles are not super great today. Should put this here. He's also one of the ones that has a, shark smile. Spiky teeth. Spiky teeth. Boom. And, yeah. The only one of my sin that has a child is this man. They also have, like, attributed colors, except for Lucifer. Lucifer is black and gold, but he has red eyes. Satan is fully red. Mammon is tanned with vitiligo. And his color is green. Leviathan is blue. Asmodeus is pink. So you can imagine a wholly pink guy. Beelzebub is orange/yellow. And Belphegor is purple. They're all hot. This is face fictional harem. After all, give them strict surely they can't afford it. So you're saying he's hot. Yeah. Literally. I'm not having any weird meaning under it, you know. It's like he's literally hot, but you know, is it my personal harem? No. It's not. But I did want to draw a hot man. I did want to draw a hot man. So yeah, Satan, I'm gonna talk real quick about his quarters. Satan's quarters are, kind of similar to a, desert and, like volcanic desert, I would say. It's very arid, it's very warm there. It's dry, warm. It's like, basically you're getting into a sauna every time you go visit him in his quarters. When he is in his quarters, he doesn't wear a lot of clothes. Like, it's mostly ample fabric and more like Moroccan-inspired designs. And he burns a lot of incense in his quarters as well. So it's kind of foggy there. Kind of like entering a dragon's den. Also, he doesn't let anybody close to Raziel without him checking. Except for Lucifer. He's the only one that he fully trusts with Raziel. Because Raziel is kinda unstable. And apart from Satan and Celeste, Lucifer is the only one that can calm her down. If any of her uncles would trigger her, I think it would be the end of the whole castle. Why is she unstable? Because she's half angel, half demon. That should not be even like possible to exist in the first place. It worked. There's a second child that is a hybrid of an angel and demon. Also as unstable as Raziel is, but Raziel, since she's like literally the daughter of Wrath, that's explosive. That's kind of explosive. Now moving on to Beelzebub. Beelzebub first, then Belphegor. BB. Beelzebub. So he's kind of a mountain. So unstable, like insane. No, physically unstable. Physically and emotionally unstable, as in anything that can be like a little annoying for Raziel is like she's hypersensitive, if you know what I mean. Raziel. Raziel. It's in French it's Raziel, but like, you know, in English I will pronounce it Raziel. My type. Jamie, we're talking about a child. We're talking about a child. I'm not saying she's not gonna be hot when she grows up, but we're talking about a child right now. That's a toddler. Raziel is a toddler as we speak. Her and Nathaniel are both hybrids. Beelzebub. He's the chill uncle when it comes to Raziel. His quarters are mostly normal. He just has a personal kitchen because when he gets hungry, he asks for his servants to cook him stuff because he gets hungry very often. He also has a personal candy shop that magically refills every time he eats everything. Pretty sure the French way is the proper way to say Raziel. I mean, yeah. Yeah. It's you can hear all of it. She's half demon, half angel. I don't know if any of that matters, to be honest. I'm dead either way. She's half like she's literally the spawn of Satan. She's the literal spawn of Satan. And a toddler. Imagine, hey, what kind of gremlin that would be. Beelzebub is rather nice, rather polite, I forget to give Seihin his horns. They go towards the back of his skull, like this. So Beelzebub is kind of chill. He's kind of polite. He tends to mock humans a little bit when they clearly show some sort of ignorance towards him. He's always hungry. When he gets very hungry, he starts drooling. He has rather long hair that he ties from time to time, but not all of the time. It really depends on his mood. He smells like food. Beelzebub smells like food. Like, he smells good. He sadly smells good. It's what makes people come up to him most of the time. It's because his scent is kind of like sweet. He's kind of have like it's like, you know, flies that are attracted to carnivorous plants because of the thing that they basically exude as a scent. That's exactly it. Pretty sure different. Emotionally is the most bonus Satan, my type. What kind of food? Anything, but the only thing that makes him feel less hungry is eating people. That's the Beelzebub issue. Toxic nectar, damn. Also, by the way, did you have a nice nap, Elise? Did you sleep well? Since he is very much primal in his way of like treating his sin, he has very little self-control. And even if he doesn't want to eat someone, it has happened that he ate people before without actually wanting to eat them. He would like zone out for 2 seconds and wake up with his mouth full of someone. Like, eating them. He's like above 3 meters tall as well. I had the same problem, my girlfriend appreciated it. Damn. My lawyer tells me not to answer. Okay. So I'm guessing you did not sleep properly. I hope you did still, but yeah. Where was I? Apart from that, Beelzebub kind of has goat horns that curl up. They go towards the back like this, and then they curl back up against his face, hair. He's massive, like I said. Like, genuinely massive. I would say he's like kind of built like Jason Momoa. Say that was more the actual sleep I needed than the sleep I had tonight. Oh no. Uh-oh. How long did you sleep for? He has a sweet tooth. Beelzebub has a sweet tooth. He's also one of the most sensible ones, I would say. And he likes sharing food. He likes sharing food with people, but sometimes he kind of, for years, he's also one of the shark teeth people. So he has a lot of teeth. He's kind of depressed. My poor Beelzebub is kind of depressed because he's always hungry. And it's kind of the same for Belphegor. He's kind of always kind of depressed because he's always like sleeping. and he cannot have like a normal life. He will fall asleep mid-conversation. Sometimes it's not voluntary. It really depends on who it is. That's the thing, you know. Sometimes he doesn't want to eat people, but realizes he's actually eating them. And then he starts panicking. The himbo. The himbo. My poor dude. White. He has white hair, yellow eyes. Red, pink, dark blue, and cyan. Like, cyan with, like, a speck of yellow in the middle. Green, black, red. My poor Beelzebub. So I don't care for him much, thank you. I can hate in peace without worry. Don't hate my Beelzebub. Do not hate my Beelzebub. He's adorable. And finally we have Belphegor, my beloved. Kinda has narcolepsy. He is sloth. He doesn't have any special rooms in his quarter. He does have a gaming set, but he can barely play any games because he falls asleep often unless he drinks caffeine, anything caffeinated, because it kind of led him to have an addiction because it's the only thing that kind of like makes him stay up more time, like longer times. And he also eats dreams. And nightmares. Issue is if he does that too much, that can literally kill people. So, yeah. He wears his sigil on his earrings. He has purple-ish, grayish eyes and purple hair. And he's a kind of a depressed creature, honestly. When I think about it, I think he can be kind of considered, like, depressed. He always, like, wears big clothes, warm clothing, or, like, pajamas. Except when he's, like, on official outings, then he will wear suits and everything. But he will also be highly caffeinated. He acts normal only when he's highly caffeinated. That's Belphegor's issue. Or else he's just, like, falling asleep in one place. Can you eat your nightmares? Yes, but you will wake up with a horrible headache. Nausos is one I can relate to. Is it someone you can relate to? If he does meet people, he's kind of cunning and flirty. He's not an introvert, so to speak. He really has a hard time keeping up with conversations if he's not highly caffeinated, because he will fall asleep. He's one of the chillest, and he is the one with the least responsibilities, because he also is how can I say that? The youngest. So Lucifer had sent their assistant to him so she could actually relax from all of the paperwork she had to do with Lucifer. So out of care for Elle, that's her name, she sent her to work with Belphegor. But recently, Lucifer had to pick her up because he's been preparing some rather big stuff. Rather big reforms and everything. And, boom. There you go. I mean, if he eats nightmare, is that a good thing? Yes, but it can't kill you if he, like, over-abuses it. That's the Belphegor issue. That's the Belphegor issue. It's gonna make your brain melt if he does. Because it's kind of reaching inside your brain to extract the dreams / nightmares. There we go. So that's the 7 deadly sins. His quarters, I forgot to precise that. His quarters are always like dimly lit, and he has like these like lamps that kind of project stars and everything on his walls. Sounds like an e-boy. He can lobotomize me any day. What do you mean? No lobotomy for you. So now that I worked on that, this right here, I can move on to these two, and then these two. Let's go. I'm gonna just make a group folder for those. Bum 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 bum. Let me redo that. Bum 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 bum. And bum bum. Bum bum. There we go. And then these. No. No. Okay. Moving on to, I'm gonna talk about Lux, aka Phoebe. Phoebe, right? Phoebe was born in the century, I would say 18th century, in the UK, before she got turned into a demon because she sinned. Basically, she had a very difficult life, and her parents were abusive. So, alcoholism, gambling, no money, poor, etc., etc. She got into an arranged marriage by her parents, and they kind of sold her to an older dude. Thankfully, the dude was kind of rich. Not really, like, with crazy fortune, but he had quite a bit of money. So, since he kind of considered that Phoebe was his property, he started being abusive. What happened is that Phoebe kind of snapped. She killed him. And she inherited his money. So what happened is that Phoebe saw that she could basically earn money easily by using her looks, because she was very pretty. So she started remarrying multiple times, and she would have this like very specific way of working, which was marry, make sure you get you inherit the money, find a poison that doesn't leave any type of physical trace, make it think it's like a cardiac arrest, and then you're fine. She did that until she was 28 years old. At 28, she passed away because her husband, her latest husband, discovered what she was up to and poisoned her instead. So Phoebe ended up in hell. as an imp in the beginning. Now she's like a higher demon. She's right under the 7 deadly sins and their assistant that is under contract with them. And she is ruthless. She is ruthless. However, Phoebe, that got herself renamed Lux, that had a terrible past and met other people that she did not want. She didn't want people to know about her past because there's more to that that I don't think I can talk about on YouTube. Kind of got herself renamed Lux Lunile Rofocale, and has been working as a demon of greed, so under Mammon. And since she was a rich woman that had a strong personality, Mammon did try to flirt with her. She never accepted because she was into an angel. Well, it's not that she was into an angel. It's kind of he fell first, he fell harder type thing, because he was like, we should try. And she was like, it's not permitted, but sure. Especially since, like, one of these, like, this angel in particular was, like, kind of one of the favorites. Because he was extremely, like, he was always following the rules. And, Lux was like, okay, because she didn't really care. She's a demon, she can do whatever. However, for angels, it's not permitted. So it was, like, his problem if he got caught. However, this quickly escalated and, let's marry each other, and they had a child. Named Nathaniel. The one hybrid that I talked about that is very much Raziel's childhood friend. And, let's say Nathaniel kind of, like, inherited his, calculating, mother's side. So, it's gonna bring a few problems, I'm not gonna lie. But that's okay! That's okay, they're gonna be fine, I think. I hope. I sure hope. Yeah. She lives in a castle. She's chilling. Nathaniel has classes with Raziel, with Lucifer, because she knows Lucifer personally, etc., etc. Everything's good so far when it comes to Lux for now. Only thing is that angel that she is married to has a brother that happens to be Claire's partner. And her husband's brother hates her guts and tried to ruin their relationship multiple times. His brother and hers. So she's patient, but she did make him go through a wall one time, and that kinda fricked him up, not gonna lie. Because she's extremely strong. She's extremely big too. She's a big woman. I think she's like above 5 meters tall. The higher in the hierarchy the demon is, the bigger it will be able to grow. Hims are like super small, and higher demons are like kind of tall, but they kind of like can pick their sizes. It's just that their full sizes are like absolutely insane. Absolutely insane. Lux is kind of furry. In her demon form. Like, she is covered in fur. Most of my demons are covered in fur. What else can I say? She has a tail. She has horns. She wears chains on her horns. She also has a nostril piercing and other piercings on other areas that I will not mention on YouTube. But yeah, she got pierced. And she's an excellent businesswoman. What can I say? What can I say? On her horn. No, she has piercings on her ears. She has a nostril stud that basically has a chain that links her earring to her nose if she wants to. Sometimes she doesn't wear the chain. And other body parts. Not only that one. Not only those one vapes. Yes, but not only those. She's kind of wild, if you see what I mean. She's rather patient. She's still a very sophisticated person as well. She kind of acts like she was... It's visible that she was, like, part of aristocracy at some point because of her rich husbands that she would kill. But, yeah. She has nothing from her quote-unquote conventional past. She has, like, this really spiky hair, the piercings, and, while she does wear, like, proper dresses and everything with very lacy stuff, very feminine stuff, while she's in hell, she just wear a, she's just wearing a sleeveless, turtleneck. Sleeveless turtleneck, and that's all. The fur is covering the rest. Literally, I'm not even kidding when I'm saying that. She also kind of has like a gradient, so she has like kind of a beige fur, and it goes from red to darker red up her face. Her ears are also red, and her limbs are also like going from lighter red to darker red. So that's it for Lux. We can talk about Elle now. So Elle is special. She's not as old as Phoebe was, Lux was. Elle died when she was 18 during a her basically coming of age ceremony. Elle was a child that got trained by the Yakuza to be the perfect right hand. Lux, she's a married woman. She has a child. That's her right here. It's not only those piercings. There's another one down there as well. She's very much decorated. But yeah. Elle basically was raised up to be a perfect right hand for the Yakuza. She used to do wait, let me find the notes that I did write about this, because I did like take notes. And I tend to forget certain terms that I look for, like do research for. Okay. She basically was kind of raised to do chigiri, which is, no, she's still married. Right now, Spurka, she is married to an angel. Lux is still married to an angel, and she had a child. So Elle was built to be an assassin. She used to do a lot of chigiri, which is the act of, like, having your boss telling you to kill someone. And spend a few years in prisons and everything, but she never got caught. She would just come back because she was a trained assassin. Lux is extremely loyal to Castell. So I'm sorry to say that, but you will not be able to have fun with Lux. Lux will shut you down. She's like, I'm a married woman. Nuh-uh. Nuh-uh. So what happened is that her coming of age ceremony when she hit 18 approached. She got her tattoos, so she's fully tattooed. Elle is like almost completely covered in tattoos, except for one part of her stomach. It goes from her, basically the upper part of her chest down her stomach in a line, and that one part of the body that we all thinking about in between the legs that is not tattooed, because that's crazy to be tattooing that. Freaky enough for those piercings, but not enough for a side piece. I mean, she's basically, Lux is basically close to my age. Maybe she's a little bit like older than that. She's at least 200 years old. She's at least 200 years old, so yeah. she was freaky before. You should have joined her before. When she was still a nymph. So Elle got tattooed, and her boss's birthday gift was a bullet to the head. A bullet to the head. What happened is that Elle kind of got stuck in limbo. She arrived in the judgment room. It's a specific case of my lore that I will probably like develop later on. But when you die, your soul goes into a room and you get judged. Whether what you did, you go either in hell or in heaven if you repent or not. Issue is Elle never learned what was right from wrong, and she never really had like those religious values and morals. So they didn't know where to put her, because they kind of knew that she did not know that what she did was wrong, because she had never had these types of like conversations. She kind of thought what she was doing was normal and kind of like natural selection, if I could say so. So they kind of sent her in hell, but they never really turned her into a demon, so she was kind of stuck physically in limbo. So she retained her human form. The only thing that changed is that her eyes turned red. Elle is Japanese. Her actual name is Eru Kanzaki. So she had like pretty much really dark brown / almost black eyes. So that's the only real difference with the Elle when it comes to her physical appearance. She kept her tattoos. Nothing changed. The only thing that she decided to do is to let her hair grow, because she kept her scar in between her eyes where the bullet landed. Since she was kind of like a little soldier, she was found by Lucifer, that was very interested in her case. And essentially what happened is that he decided to keep her in the palace, in their huge ass castle. So now she works for them, and they kind of consider her their little sister, but in the beginning it was kind of crazy. Lucifer forced his other brothers to sign a contract with Elle to ensure her own safety, because fresh meat means they go kind of ham. They go kind of crazy. So yeah, now she has the respect of the other sins, but in the beginning that was not it. Never smiles. She never smiled. When she arrived, she was kind of like robotic, like I said. It's a thing that was like kind of weird, and it's kind of Lucifer that made her learn why she was here, what happened, what was exactly wrong in what she did. But she's still kind of like a right hand for Lucifer when it comes to his dirty stuff to take care of. Elle is basically one of the ultimate kudres. She warmed up after she met, like, other people. She still rarely smiles, though. She feels super awkward smiling. She feels very, very, very awkward when she smiles. So she tries to avoid showing any type of feelings because it feels weird. She's not used to it. There's only one privileged person that can see her actually feel stuff. Other than that, she's like, I gotta be responsible. I gotta help out. Etc, etc. Red eyes, black hair, very slick. Always brushed hair. She's one of the most proper ones, always wearing a suit. Or her quote-unquote uniform. And she often hangs out with Lucifer. And she used to hang out with Belphegor at some point. She also hung out with Belphegor since Lucifer kind of told her to take it easy. Lucifer told her to take it easy, so she got sent to Belphegor, and Belphegor is not very demanding of anything. Damn it. Damn it. And, she's kind of Junji coded when I look at this drawing. I'm trying to clean that up a little. She's kind of dull, like, with her appearance. And she also always covers her tattoos. She doesn't let people see her tattoos. Except if she trusts them. Boom, boom. 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 And she wears black and red because Lucifer, and she has a little bit of gold, which is the brooch with Lucifer's sigil in it, which is this, by the way, if you're wondering. Same on the breast pocket and kerchief, and yeah. That's basically Elle. In a nutshell. She is kind of special because since she got through limbo after a while, what happened is that since she got under contract with the Sins, she has the ability to use two different forms. She has her regular form that is almost human looking, which is this one. But she also has her contract form, which allows her to basically combine every single of the ability of the Sins and use them whenever she wants. Because she's under contract, she can also use the Sins powers. And she has a last form that is not related to contract. It's because she was in limbo. What happened is that she became some sort of fallen angel. It's more like a limbo type of creature. So she's nicknamed Hell's Angel because of that. Not a lot of people know this form, but what happens is that she kind of becomes blind, but she sees things completely differently. And she has her hands and feet that become stained in a black, like in a completely black color. And she has a halo, and she has wings that are black as well. It's actually more like of a secretary type of uniform. She has like a tube skirt. The the button up under her vest, and sometimes she will wear more of a military uniform. It kind of depends. But she was kind of young when she died. I like the concept of a limbo angel. But yeah. Concept of a limbo angel. Yeah, since she like was kind of stuck in between hell and heaven, even though she resided in hell, her soul is kind of like confused. An OL? What do you mean by OL? So Lux and L, we're good. What I'm gonna do is that I'm gonna take a short break, and then I'm gonna talk about Celeste and Rezio. And once I'm done with that, it's gonna be all for today, I think. Just gonna take a short break to grab a snack, walk around. You guys do the same too, except for the guys that are at work. I'll be back in approximately 10 minutes. At 15. I'll be right back. back. Give me 1 sec. Thank you, Era. I'm not doing the best when it comes to my doodles right now because I'm doing it very fast and I am not warmed up. I am clearly not warmed up. But that's okay, thank you. Okay, so now we're gonna talk about Celeste and Raziel. We just passed by the L drawing. So let's talk about Celeste first. Celeste is an archangel, and specifically the hierarchy I'm going to rework once the second war in heaven happens. But archangels have specific requirements when it comes to humans and other believers, and she's a protector of children specifically. Thank you. So Celeste is Satan's wife. How that exactly happened is because at some point Lucifer wanted to reinforce the trust between hell and heaven. So what happened is that under disguises, one angel went to hell disguised as a demon to learn about like a little bit of everything, and one demon went up in heaven, and said angel was Celeste and said demon was actually Lux. Thank you for the welcome back. Thank you for the welcome bags. Thank you guys. So Celeste and Satan actually hit it off because he was actually extremely gentle. He was an actually extremely gentle being, and Lucifer was the only one that was aware of the exchange. However, Celeste kind of revealed who she was to Satan, and Satan was like, yeah, that's fine, I don't care. So they kept seeing each other, even though like that's literally forbidden. And how can I say this? Celeste kind of disappeared from her duties in heaven for a little bit because she was a pregnant, and basically birthed Raziel, and then she went back to her duties, and that's why Raziel is also residing with the 7 deadly sins. But also, if heaven knew about this unholy union, because they're supposed to remain chaste, she would get banned and fall. Purganet. Yes, thank you for the welcome backs, Purganet. So yeah, that's the current issue with Celeste. The moment heaven knows she will lose her place in heaven and become a fallen angel. And being a fallen angel is not fun, because you have no place to go unless Lucifer is willing to take her in. But I don't think Lucifer is gonna have a say in it, because like he loves Raziel, like he really loves his niece, and Satan is extremely protective of Celeste. It's unforgivable for an angel. It's absolutely unforgivable for an angel. Sadly, especially if it's like meddling with the literal kings and lords of hell. That's unforgivable. It's like betrayal to her own duties. So she will fall. They will know eventually, and she will fall. But that's basically one of the reasons why it's gonna spark up another war with Lucifer leading it. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be fine. As an angel, you cannot really ask for forgiveness. That's the issue. It's as a human that you can. Yeah, exactly, Albendi. Exactly, Albendi. This is why Lucifer is like completely against the higher power that is like settled up in heaven. Also, like lower ranked angels never get breaks. They work non-stop. They always work non-stop. They never get breaks. They always do stuff. They don't go to sleep. They don't really even have houses. Only the archangels and the values do. The wait, what's the word? Was it no? It's not the principalities. Yeah, 7 values. I think. So yeah. You can understand Lucifer's point. She was the god that could risk it all. I suppose she did. Why do I always draw my eyes so high up? Damn. What's God gonna do if all his angels rebel? Clearly he needs them, or else they would not exist. He can always make more, that's the thing. Hence why... God gotta go. God is gonna disappear from this plane of existence, and this is when my persona will enter the scene, the crime scene. As who is gonna replace God, because, like, replace God, but not really, because, you know, not all of the beings that I've talked about today are all-powerful and able to create stuff from nothing. Just as the head of heaven, Lucifer is still thinking about it. It's not gonna be him, because he still wants to take care of hell. He's not gonna be one of his brothers, because he knows how irresponsible his brothers can be. He's thinking about making Elle, because he considers her being the one that got wronged the most by heaven. But we still don't know if Elle is gonna accept this or not, or if someone else is gonna take her place. The whole of a hierarchy of heaven is gonna be reworked once that happens. Bit higher. There you go. My self-insert was death. Yeah, my persona and there is death. I actually like it being high up because one particular character drawn like that masterfully. Yay! Let's go! So yeah, this is Raziel's mother right here. And finally, we have Raziel herself! Let me start doodling her. So Raziel, like I said, is very unstable emotionally because she's not supposed to... She is literally not supposed to exist. She is literally not supposed to exist. She is a very loving creature, but also, like I said, whenever she throws a tantrum, it gets extremely destructive, which can be extremely dangerous for the people around her. She spends most of her time with her dad, and the rest of the time she gets taught stuff by Lucifer that acts as a teacher and a good uncle. A very good uncle. Very, very sweet uncle. Sometimes Asmodeus will be the one that takes care of Raziel. He will paint her nails, do stuff. Like, he will paint her nails, teach her makeup, like, just girly things, but she's not only into that, she will, literally train into fighting with, her dad. She has different powers than her dad, but she is extremely, like, she has huge anger issues already. She will work through them, though. Trust. Trust that she will work through them. For now, it's kind of complicated because she's, like, a kid. She has, bright red hair. Very much close to her dad's. And she has the mom's golden eyes, so... Basically, her irises are, like, kinda empty looking, but it looks like molten gold. She has big eyelashes, tiny nose, and kind of a pout at all times. In the beginning, she was like baby talking, but she really quickly started speaking, speaking quote-unquote normally, and you can see that it's Lucifer that, like, is basically teaching her stuff because she speaks like Lucifer. She is as proper as Lucifer when she has to explain herself and talk about stuff. So having to see a toddler, like, fully articulating words and not stuttering is kind of unsettling sometimes. I mean, it's a baby demon. Half demon, half angel, so it kind of makes sense that it's kind of unsettling. Damn it, I hate when that happens. I hate when I undo something and then I press with my glove and it just redoes it. I hate this. As time passes, Raziel grows faster and faster. Her growth is, like, kind of accelerated because of her instability. So she will move on to the stage of teenager extremely fast. And when she goes into teenager mode, she's gonna be extremely emo. Yeah. Yeah, basically like that. But, yeah, she's gonna be the type to listen to My Chemical Romance and, and Linkin Park and stuff, and wear very, like, grungy / emo clothing. It's a whole thing. It's a whole thing. I don't know what to say. Raziel is gonna be the ultimate teenager that you see in American series. I think that's all I can describe her as. Meanwhile, her quote-unquote partner in crime, which is Nathaniel, Lux's son, that is also a hybrid, maybe less unstable because he's not the son or the son of an actual sin. Extremely calculating and way more calmer. He doesn't throw tantrums like Raziel does. He's extremely well spoken to, and he's, like, extremely mature for his age. Like, it's like having a baby prodigy, if you see what I mean. Teen emo classic, yes. I hate my existence. I never asked to be born. But she has a good relationship with her parents. Satan is one of those father that are able to communicate and is very supportive of his daughter. So thankfully, she'll go through her whole adolescence without having too much issues. Thankfully. kind of like... She has feathers that are growing around tiny horns. Tiny, like, kind of like circling horns like this. Black, very spiky, very straight. And then she has 4 wings. She has 4 black wings. Boom. I'm gonna fix her hair a little. Why does it keep doing this? It's so annoying. There we go. She is also always wearing black. She is seen always wearing black. You know, like those little TikToks where you can see like tiny kids wearing very cute clothing, like animal shaped stuff. She wears that type of stuff, but it's always black. She wears that type of stuff, but it's always in black. That's the funny part about it. It's like a goth kid. It's like having a goth kid, literally. I find it hilarious. I really find it hilarious. Basil. And very lacy dress, kind of princess-ish, but it's always black again. Starts up with like kind of like unusable wings in the beginning, and then it will become full-fledged wings. It's kind of like having chicken wings in the beginning. And there's 4 of them. There we go. That's the baby. She's kind of with this eye shape. She's kind of Vampire Knight coded. That's kind of scary. That's kind of scary. Ugh. But there you go. That's the baby. We did quite a few characters already today. I don't know if I'm gonna keep doing those as a series, but I think I'm gonna be like making 4 of those max, 4 episodes of those, maybe 1 in 2 weeks. Next episode, we're gonna talk about Gwenaëlle, Noah, Claire, Blossom, Aramis, and Chelsea added with Cecilia to give you a little preface of Claire, Blossom, Aramis, Chelsea, and Cecilia. Aramis and Chelsea were married. They separated. Aramis met Blossom's mom, had Blossom, had to separate from Blossom's mom. Chelsea met Cecilia, and now they're a couple. And their relationship with Aramis is kind of weird. She's adorable. I'll give her whatever she wants, and the world can be destroyed for all I care. She is very cute. She is very cute. I do agree that Raziel is very, very baby. She must be protected at all costs when she's a tiny little creature like that. You just can't draw all of that at once. What do you mean? I can. I'm gonna literally talk about the genealogy. Basically, I'm gonna talk about Gwenaëlle and Noah because they're linked to heaven and hell. Noah works for Satan. Gwenaëlle works for heaven, but she's a corrupted angel. And then Claire, Blossom, Aramis, Chelsea, and Cecilia is like a whole other layer of genealogy. Is there some kind of chart for all these relationships? I can make one for you guys if you are interested. I can. But for now, I didn't make any. It's all in my cranium. It's all in my brain. Then maybe on the episode afterwards, we'll talk about Autumn, Verena, Soai, Soahai, because that's her actual name. She's nicknamed Soa, and Solomon and Tara. Someone needs to make a flowchart. I can make one. I can make one. Don't worry, I can make one. I can make one for you guys. I will make a little manual of how to relationships in roleplay Faelie. Let me save that. Of course. Of course, I can do that. If you guys are interested, I will be happy to do that. I can even like set up a Google Docs with charts, with notes, with actual drawings that I made that are better than these doodles. Especially in the beginning, I was kind of rusty. I think it was like very much visible. So yeah, I can work on that. No issues. Let me just make another folder for these nuts. Dum 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 dum. Damn it. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom. In the second folder. There we go. It's more organized. It's okay. It's okay. I'll try to wait, let me actually check out the calendar because I won't be able to stream on the 24th and the 25th because I'm seeing family at this moment. But I will be able to stream on the 23rd and the 26th. So these are not like issues. So I'll try to organize this. I'm organizing a lot of things, as you guys know. You know, I'm preparing a lot of stuff. I did mention yesterday that I wanted to get a redraw of my skin suit. I'm gonna close this for now. Yeah, so I have a lot of stuff to organize. I've started moving certain things when it comes to certain accounts and everything. I've also started to look up at Twitch, see how it works, what I can prepare. I've thought of working on emotes as well, so I'm probably going to be doing that after this stream. Yeah. Honestly, I was impressed with everything. I know you said the early ones weren't as good to me, but they were especially for quick doodles. Thank you. It's just that I don't know why today I could not place the eyes properly. They were always too high. And I was like, that's not right. The eye shape, the eye position, the face shape. That was my issue today. But that's okay. Oh god. Sacrilege. Sacrilegious, what I just did. I tapped my tablet screen in panic because it was like everything was like smaller. Makes sense. Never rush for any of this. Do it at your own pace and enjoy yourself for the holiday. I will not. I will not enjoy myself. I hate the holidays. I hate having like family gatherings. I feel so awkward. I hate it. Oh yeah, and tomorrow I'll be trying out settings for my 3DO and everything. So I'll keep you guys updated. I still don't have the mic stand. I haven't put it on Throne because I need to check out tomorrow if I have one. So we don't have to buy a new one. Why do I hate family gatherings? Because nobody talks to me. I feel like a potted plant in the middle of a loud group, and I'm bored, and I feel awkward, and I don't feel in my right spot, and I just want to go home because I'm bored. That's why. I am so glad I got those days for me. Yay! Oof, lol, I do too. I just hate forced engagement. It's not even like that. It's like the fact that nobody talks to me. Like, it's not even like forcing engagement. Is that there's no engagement at all. I'm just here to eat, and that's it. And sometimes I don't even I don't even like what's being served. So, it is what it is. It is what it is. But that's fine. That's fine. I am totally fine with this. It will go by faster than I expect, nonetheless. So, the quicker it is done, the better. I will be taking a short break. Not during this week. I think during the New Year. Well, the upcoming week, you know, I'm not here for the 24th and 25th, but that's fine because I can still have a normal schedule. For the New Year, however, I don't know what's gonna happen. There are possibilities that I will be dragged out to touch grass with my friends. So that's a good thing. That's not a family gathering. But it's not ready yet, so we'll figure it out. We'll see. I might take a four-day break between the 31st and the 3rd because if I stay up until it's way too early, then I will have to stay up to fix my sleep schedule, and then I will be absolutely destroyed the whole 3rd. And the 4th would be the 4th and the 5th I could stream. I could stream the 30th, the 4th of January, and the 5th. I can't celebrate my birthday with Faye. But it's not, nothing is set in stone. Nothing is set in stone. Nothing is set in stone. Maybe in the end nothing would happen and I will do the New Year stream. I will do a New Year stream. Who knows? It's still 2 weeks from now, so we have a little bit of time. Nothing is set in stone. Like I said, nothing is set in stone. We can chill. We don't have to think about it. I will probably be invited to something. It's not like I want to. I prefer like small parties than parties with like 12 people in the same place. It stresses me out. But you know. You know how it is. Nothing is set in stone. Like I said, I'm thinking about it, but maybe not. Maybe not. We don't know what's gonna happen. I'll tell you guys anyways. You know how I am. I try to keep you guys up to date with anything that happens. What is written on there? It's the first time I see this. Is this dirt? Oh, it is dirt. Damn it. Okay. But yeah. Yeah. I'm kind of like excited. I can't wait for the festivities to end, to be fair. I cannot wait for the festivities to be done. And I'm really wanting to prepare for other stuff. What are you saying? I'm still here, Bendy. I can't wait to be able to focus on streaming more. Basically. Because like I feel like I've gone through the difficult part that I was going through, and I'm just really happy about streaming. Like at some point I felt like I was like burnt out for a bit. It was really hard to motivate myself to stream that day, but when I was on stream I was feeling great. Now I just feel great. Period. I'm not gone yet, LPNT. And I'll be back. I'll be back. Don't worry about it. I'll be back. I don't like taking long breaks either. Like, I don't like being gone for a week. I know a week is not that much, but I don't like being gone for a week, and I don't like being gone for 4 days either. Yeah. I don't like this, but sometimes I feel like I really need it. The good thing about streaming is that you can leave if you get burnt out. I mean, it's not even that, because I genuinely enjoy streaming. I think I was just tired because there was like so many stuff going on in the background. Then I was like, I'm never going to be able to give my whole energy into streaming, and people are gonna be bored, or they're gonna see I'm kind of tired, or they're gonna worry. Like, there was so many stuff that was holding me back from, like, mentally, because I always ended up streaming during that time. But there was so many stuff that was, like, holding me back from just going live and not thinking about anything and just enjoying my time with you guys. I'm so glad that this is gone right now, because whew, that feels so much better. That just feels so much better. Sometimes I'm a bit tired, but it's not the same way at the moment where I was actually, like, genuinely debating internally with myself to, do I cancel, do I not? And I was like, no, I'm stronger than that. Why would I cancel? Why would I cancel? So I'm kind of glad I pushed through, and I'm kind of glad I am in this situation, because I'm looking forward to a lot of stuff in the end. I'm looking forward to showing you a lot of stuff, preparing a lot of stuff with you guys. I will be once again asking for your financial assistance, to quote the meme, for very specific things, but you'll see in due time. Thank you. Thank you, Red. But now it's the easy part. I feel like it's the easy part. I'm still gonna have to work hard, but I feel like it's the easy part, so I'm kind of happy about that. And I was like, at some point I had the brainworms making me think that I was not... Where are you going? My mic is literally running away from me. I was at that point where I was like, maybe I'm not made for this. But right now I'm just like, I feel like I'm not that bad. It's not that bad. We need phase hit on the Britney. I can do that. So, yeah. That's pretty much what I had to say for this stream ending. That's pretty much what I had to say for this stream ending. As for everything that I'm planning, just stay tuned. Nothing stressing, nothing worth stressing out about. Yeah. I have just a lot of project. You're amazing, Vic. Keep pushing on. Thank you. Thank you, Jimmy. I don't know, I feel a little bit more confident. And I know I'm gonna have my highs and my lows and everything. That happens to everyone, but I feel a little bit more confident, and it's thanks to you guys. Thank you for hanging out with me. Ever since you basically gave me a watch. Thank you for being here ever since you gave me a watch. I really appreciate that. It really helps me with the whole keep going thing, don't give up thing. The highs becoming with New Year. Yeah, this year was horrible. This year was horrible. So yeah. I'm hoping 2025 is gonna be good. Leafy's love. Leafy's love. I'm gonna hop off for now. I'm gonna go work on some stuff because I love working on stuff these days. I love preparing projects and everything. I feel creative. I feel like I want to use my hands and do stuff. Draw. Do pottery. I don't know. No need to thank me for the stream. Thank you so much for being here. Yeah, that's just natural, but I think a new year is always something to treat as a reset, and we can go into the new year on a high note. Yeah. No need to thank me for streaming. Thank you so much for being here and hanging out. Also, hi, Tethera. Did you just join? I'm so sorry, Tethera. I'm about to end. Ah, no! Ah. Sending strength, Feifei. Thank you, Era. I will try to have fun with my work. Sometimes it's not as fun as you would imagine, but most of the time I do like planning some sort of stuff because it motivates me. And it feels very refreshing to actually find motivation in something. So, yeah. I'm happy. Leafy's love! Remember, you're loved by me, accessorily. Don't forget to stay hydrated. Don't forget to eat. Good luck for those of you who are at work. And I'll see you very soon. またね